YouTube, it's your boy Joshua Charles. I am a new waver in the wave game. It's my first YouTube video, so I'm here to introduce myself. As you can see, I'm a little bit in there with the waves on the top, trying to get it on the sides. My goal is to be a 360 waver. 360 Jeezy, I have to give it out to him. He inspired me to do all of this. And Sir Cruz, Young Batman, 360 Typhoon, the youngest waver in the game. That is the best youngest waver in the game. But soon I will be that. I'm just playing with you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm encouraging you and I'm with you. But today we're gonna be talking about how to get 360 waves. And what I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, my YouTube name is Joshua Charles, but I don't want to use that. But later on, I'm gonna change it to 360 Joshy. So keep that in mind. But anyways, I'm taking that out. So we're gonna get into what are waves and how to get 360 waves. My videos are going to be strictly about that, and I'm going to do some cutting hair tutorials, how to cut your own hair. So let's get into it. I can't teach you how to get waves and you don't know what waves are. That's like me telling you to put grease in your hair and you don't even know what the grease is used for, what it's supposed to do, or put a product in your hair and you don't know what it's supposed to do. So let's get into it. What are 360 waves? Waves are laid down curls, basically. They're just curls like regular curls, how you curl your hair, but it just laid down. You brush your hair, you grease it down. That's what a grease is for. It's just to like give you that assist when you're brushing. Grease does not basically give you waves. It just lays your hair down. So when you brushing, your hair can get wavy and form its wave pattern and get trained. But 360 waves is a serious thing. It's part of your life. If you want 360 waves, you gotta be determined and you have to have it in your heart to do. You can't just say I want 360 waves and then a couple of days later, oh, I give up. I'm tired of putting my do-rag at night. You slack off. And if you don't know what a do-rag is this. This silky to silk cap that you put on your head at night. Now you see me, I use two because just in case if my do-rag falls off, I use a little spandex wave cap. So just in case if it falls off, I have a backup on my head. So what a do-rag does, it keeps your wave pattern in place. So when you're brushing your hair, you won't lose progress. It keeps your process there. So when you have your waves, you won't lose them. Basically what I'm saying. Now, what are you supposed to do? What you're supposed to do, the first thing you're supposed to do, click on me. Look at me so I can teach you. I'm just playing. Go get you some grease. The stuff I use is 360 style pomade. To me, for beginners, it's the best product to use. It's almost halfway done. But I'm going to get you a new sample soon. And I'm going to show you how the texture and everything, how it looks inside. And another thing that I use at the moment, I usually use Curl Enhancing Smoothie, but when I don't have the money at the moment, I just get this like cheaper version. It's called Simple Shea. It's a curl. It's the curl stretch version, and it basically curls your hair up. It helps your hair get curly, and you just put your grease, and it just lays it down, and you brush your hair, and then you gotta keep doing repeatedly the routine in order to get the waves. You're not gonna get waves in a couple of days. It takes weeks, about 6 weeks. It takes a process. You got to keep doing it repeatedly. You can't just stop. Now, as you can see, my waves, I'm getting in there. I've been working pretty hard. But excuse the quality of my video. Later, I'm going to be having a more better quality camera for y'all to see. But let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to show y'all how to apply the grease and when you're brushing your hair, what to do. So basically, what do you do? Get you some grease. Get a little, about that much, not too much. Rub it in your hair. But before you do that, you need to put the hot towel. The hot towel, you can't just put grease in your hair while it's dry. You're defeating the purpose. You need to put grease. You need to put the hot towel on your head so your hair can soften. What the hot towel does, it just softens your hair and makes your hair get into that curl point, that wave point of the feeling, the texture, and everything. And you rub it into the grease into your hair, and you go in it. You just go in it. Just keep brushing, brushing. I would say about 30 minutes, but you're really supposed to, if you want to be like a real good waver, you would have to do that an hour a day of brushing. Seriously, no lie. You have to keep brushing your hair. Now, I'm about to go in it real good. I'm going to brush an hour every day to show y'all progress of what it takes and the hard work and dedication it does to get 3 sets of waves. It's not no joke. Now, let's get into it. Get you a hot towel. The first thing to do to get the hot towel, you get your little dry towel and you pour some water. Get you some water from out the faucet. Once you get the water from out the faucet, you wet it, you wring it, of course. You take it. As you taking it, go in the kitchen and just put it in the microwave. Once you do that, put it in for a minute. Now, it may hurt your head a little bit, but you see I've been doing it for a while, so I'm used to it. So after that, you put the hot towel on your head and you go to brushing. You go to brushing. Now, I know what y'all wondering about. What about when I get a haircut or anything? What you want to do for coarse hair wavers, you want to cut your hair down to a 1.5. Tell your barber when you go to cut your hair, say I want a 1.5 with the grain. That's it. That's all you got to tell them. Just they don't understand all of that. You don't need to go into detail or anything. Just tell them a 1.5 with the grain. And voila. For coarse hair wavers. Don't have no straight hair or no medium hair and go get a 1.5. You're going to jack up your hair. This is just for coarse hair. And if you're wondering what coarse hair is basically African American hair, just plain African American hair. And medium hair textures are people who are just mixed, like mixed people. And straight hair wavers are just people who are like, you just straight Hispanic or white, you have straight hair. So your hair is going to be straight. And I'm going to break it down to you. What is the difference? And how do they look? So you're going to place the hot towel on your head. Steaming is hot. You got to get used to it. You go back into the bathroom. Go back into the bathroom. Place it on your head. Leave it until it cools off. Once you leave it until it cools off, voila, take it out. Get your grease. Rub it into the palm of your hands. And just start putting it all in the hair. In the motion, you brush your hair. You just do that. That's all you got to do. That's all you gotta do. Then you get you a brush. Now the brushes I get, basically what you need for waves, medium. So when your hair is not too long and it's not too short, and you want to brush it and you don't want it to be all hard on your scalp, get you a medium brush. Softies when you have short hair and you don't want it to be hurting your hair. You get a fresh cut, you can just brush it. Now, and a hard brush for when you're woofing. If you're wondering what woofing is basically making the progress increase with your waves, making it deeper, making it have a good texture look to it, and it's basically getting your hair trained and stuff. So that's what basically woofing is, and you use the hard brush for that. Now, the product I use for that when I'm woofing, #1 product to use, Murray's. It's the best product that you can use for woofing. It lays down your hair. It does perfect. You don't have to worry about curls popping up in your hair. It's great. That's the product you should use for woofing. Now, you go in on it, brush session. Just brush. Me, I would be doing it like for 30 minutes, like an hour or two. Go in on it again for another 30. Or you could just break it down 15 sessions. Whatever how you want to do it, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Now, after that, you can brush your 30 minutes or your 4 15-minute sessions or your 2 30-minute sessions. You gonna put the silky do-rag on. I'm gonna teach y'all how to put on a do-rag. First, get that on your head. Now, you don't have to do that. This is just me. I put double things on my head. People always want to say I'm paralyzing my head, cutting the circulation out on my head. I just do what I gotta do. I know my hair. I know how I sleep at night. Find how you sleep at night and how it is for you. Put it on your head. Sleep with it. And even when you're not brushing, put on a do-rag. Because some people, they like to lounge around on the couch and stuff. Just put your do-rag on. Relax. Do whatever you got to do so your waves won't be out of whack when you're done laying down on the couch. That's the purpose of the do-rag. Then let's get back to what I was talking about before. The different textures of the coarse, medium, and straight hair wavers. The different textures. Okay, coarse hair. Our hair is basically, you'll see a whole bunch of like